Now the next point here is about different forms of equations of a line. Line we mean straight line. So we start with the first form here. The first form is about horizontal and vertical lines. Horizontal and vertical lines. You know, horizontal means parallel to which axis? X-axis. And vertical means parallel to y-axis. These are the two special lines. Okay, so already explained earlier. Let's discuss one more time. You have a line like this parallel to x-axis. So this would be horizontal line, we know. This is horizontal line here, horizontal line. Now when it passes through one fixed point and parallel to x-axis, suppose here fixed point is say 2. Then if I pick up any point on this horizontal line, then everywhere y coordinate will be 2. Y coordinate will be 2. Y coordinate will be 2. Here also y coordinate will be 2. X coordinate depends upon the position. If x coordinate, if you are talking about this point, then suppose here 1, then this will be 1 comma 2. If this is 2, then this will be 2 comma 2. If this is, for example, minus 1, then here minus 1 comma 2. So what I'm trying to tell you is, on the horizontal line, everywhere y coordinate remains same. So the equation of the horizontal line is, equation of horizontal line is y equals to, suppose if I call this as b or a, then let me call this as, for example, b here. So everywhere y coordinate will be b. So in general it is y equals to b. B means any constant, right? Y equals to constant. That way you can keep in your mind. Okay, this is equation of the which line? Horizontal line. Okay. Now if I take for example vertical line that is parallel to y-axis. Suppose this is vertical line. This is which line? Vertical line. Vertical line means what? Parallel to y-axis. Yes. So on this horizontal line, it depends upon this point. Suppose this point is, let's say, a, small a, or 3. Then everywhere here, first coordinate would be a. First coordinate would be a. Second coordinate comes from this. So if it is minus 1, here it is minus 1. If this is 1, then here it is 1. But here, first coordinate remains same. So equation of vertical line, as I've explained there, it is x equals to constant. Here x coordinate remains same, where a is any constant. It's a constant, it can be 1, 2, 3 and so on. Okay, the another way to remember these two lines, horizontal line is parallel to which axis? X-axis. The x variable is absent here. This line is parallel to which axis? Y-axis. So y variable is absent. Fine. If I asked you, for example, this 2x plus 1 equals to 0, this represents which line? So immediately you can answer, your y variable is absent. So it will be parallel to y-axis. So it will be vertical line. Vertical line, and it will pass through minus 1 by 2. Make x as the subject of the expression. Okay. If I ask you this, y minus 3 equals to 0. Which variable is absent? X. So it will be parallel to x-axis. So this is horizontal line. Horizontal line passes through 3. So it would look like this. If this is x-axis, this is y-axis, 3, suppose somewhere here, then this line. The equation of this line will be y minus 3 equals to 0. Clear? The equation of this line, if I just show you for your information, x equals to minus 1 by 2. Suppose this is minus 1 by 2. You know that it is parallel to y-axis. So it passes through minus 1 by 2 and parallel to y-axis. So this is nothing but the x equals to minus 1 by 2. Vertical line, horizontal line. I hope this is clear to you. X variable is absent, parallel to x-axis, horizontal line. Y variable is absent, parallel to y-axis, vertical line. Right? If I ask you, is this horizontal or vertical? No, if I write such equation. Here both the variables are present. So this is neither horizontal nor vertical. Vertical be near, horizontal be near. So it might be, making some acute angle like this. Maybe like this, for example. Neither parallel to x-axis nor parallel to y-axis, because here both variables are present. Clear? Okay, so this is the first form. Next one is point slope form, PS form. Very, very important form. 90% of the questions will do with the help of this. Even in 12th standard also you will use frequently. PS form. So here you are given from these two words, it's clear, point and slope. So we want a line that passes through some fixed point. So this is a line, one fixed point on this line you are given x0, y0. This is a given point. This point is given. And slope of this line is also given. You know every line has a slope. Slope and point you are given. So we write here equation of the line through x0, y0, passing through x0, y0 and having the slope m is given by this. So equation is this. Without proof I'm writing. Proof is very trivial. Y minus y0 equals to m into x minus x0. This is what is x and y? It's a variable point. Any point on this line. It can be anywhere, right? Here, 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 here. It is just a variable point. Suppose x comma y. This is a fixed point, given fixed point. This is given to you like 2 comma 3, 4 comma 5, 1 comma 2. Slope is also given to you. So just use these 2 points and get the slope. It's like this, m equals to slope equals to y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Just take over here, so we'll get this form, right? Which form? Very important form, remember. Point and slope you are given, point slope form. What is this? Y minus y0 equals to slope into x minus x0. Line through this fixed point, line passes through given fixed point, passes through x0, y0 and slope equals to m. These two things you are given. The equation of the line is this. I repeat, which form? Y minus y0 equals to x minus x0, m into x minus. Some authors use this fixed point as x1, y1 also, like this. So in that case, the equation will be this. Both are very standard forms. Y minus y1 equals to slope into x minus x1. In some books, you will find x1, y1 instead of x0, y0. That's not important for us. Just for your information, I'm telling you. Y minus that fixed point equals to slope into x minus that fixed point. Fine. This is the form. How we got this? I already explained here. For example, my question is get the line, get the equation of the line. Line means straight line. Get the equation of the line through the point. You are given this point 2 comma 3 and slope equals to, let's take 1. Slope equals to 1. So equation will be this. What's the equation? This is x0, y0. Y minus y0 equals to slope into x minus x0. So from this what we'll get if I simplify? X, I'll take y on the other side, minus y. I'll take 3 on the other side, so plus 1 equals to 0 because minus 2 is already there. This is the required equation. You can see it's neither horizontal nor vertical. Now you know that at least. Fine? Clear? Point slope form. Very, very important form, point slope form. Now next one, that's called 2-point form. Now next form. That's just from the above one only. 2-point form. 2-point form. From word itself, again it is clear to you. There you are given 2 points. Here you had a point and slope. So it's like this. We have 2 points here. One is x1, y1. One fixed point on the other line. The other fixed point is x2, y2. How many points on the line you are given? 2 fixed points. One variable point is always there, x comma y. This is called the variable point because these are the variables. To get the equation you require a variable. Okay, so here the equation is, see, Slope is not given to you. There you had a ready slope. So what we'll do, if you are given two different points, you can get the slope very easily. What's the slope? y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. So here equation is y minus fixed point. I'll take this as a one fixed point. Y minus y1 equals to slope into x minus x1. Now slope you are not given, so you can find the slope by the formula. y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. This is the formula of the slope. If you realize what I did, I've used just the previous form. What's the previous form? Point slope form. What is the point slope form? Y minus y1 equals to, what is this? This is slope. So I've used this. Into x minus x1. Here instead of x0 and y0, you have x1, y1. Got it? So this is indirectly point slope form. Okay. So here if I write one simple example like this. Let's try it. You are given these 2 points. Points are this. Points directly I'll write. Let's try 2, 1 and 3, 4. What's the question? Let me call this as A and B. So we find equation of line AB. This is the question. We find equation of line AB. We denote by this symbol. Equation of line AB. Okay. So how do we get this? Very simple. We use that form. You can call roughly this is x1 y1 and this is x2 y2. Okay, so the equation is here. Equation is y minus y1, y1 is 1, equals to slope into x minus x1. What is x1? That is 2. You can take these as also x1 y1. Remember, final answer will be same. Your final answer remains same. Okay. Not necessarily the first one should be taken as x1 y1. You can choose these as also x1 y1. At the end answer will be same. Now here you need the slope. What's the slope? y2 minus y1. So 4 minus 1, 3. Upon x2 minus x1, that is 1. So we have y minus 1 equals to 3x minus 6. So therefore we have 3x minus y. I'll take on the other side. So I suppose this is minus 5 equals to 0. This is required equation. Required equation. Got it? Required equation. Equation of the line through the given 2 points. Which 2 points? 2, 1 and 3, 4. Clear? Okay. So 2-point form. Now next, that's about intercepts, but before I come to that form, we define. So next definition is about intercepts. Intercepts of a line with axis. Axis means x-axis and y-axis. Intercepts of a line with the 2 coordinate axes. Now what is that? I'll discuss. It's very simple. You consider a line that intersect like this. For example, here I have y-axis. This is x-axis. X and y-axis here. I'll consider a line like this here. Suppose I have a line that intersects, suppose x-axis over here. Right. Now this point depends upon its distance from the origin. If this is 2 units, for example, then this is 2, 0. Suppose this is a unit, then it will be a, 0. On the x-axis here, y coordinate is 0. Right. So this, what is this small a? That is this distance. Okay. So this is called x-intercept, distance from the origin. This is known as x-intercept. Which intercept? X-intercept. Okay, that's one way to understand. The another way is, if line intersect, I'll write like this. If a line intersect x-axis at a, 0, see y coordinate is 0, then that small a is called x-intercept. Then, 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 that small a is called x-intercept. of the line. Understood? So when I say that the x-intercept is a, that means line intersect at a comma 0. When I say that x-intercept is 2, that means line intersect at 2 comma 0, 2 x-axis. When I said x-intercept is minus 1, that means line intersect the x-axis at minus 1 comma 0. Fine. Now the same way, I'll write here definition of y-intercept. Let me write that if a line intersect, if line intersect now y-axis, now when intersected y-axis, then the x coordinate is 0. Suppose y coordinate is b, somewhere here you see 0 comma b. So this become the y-intercept. Then that b is called, y-intercept. B is called y-intercept. So what is y-intercept? It is the point where the line intersect the y-axis. What is x-intercept? It is the point where the line intersect the x-axis. Like this here. I'll consider the line like this. Okay. These are the two coordinate axes here. Suppose I have a line like this. Suppose I'll take this point as minus 2 comma 0 and this point as, for example, 0 comma, let's take 2. Okay, why I wrote like this? On the x-axis y coordinate is 0, on the y-axis x coordinate is 0. So can you tell me what is x-intercept? What is x-intercept here? X-intercept minus 2. The point where the line L intersect the x-axis, that's called the x-intercept. What is y-intercept? 2. Clear? Understood? If I write in the other language, suppose I'll write like this. Line intersect x-axis at, let me write 4 comma 0. Then what is your x-intercept? X-intercept equals to 4. X-intercept equals to 4. Another way of writing. Intercept is the point where the line intersect the x-axis. And same way, if the line intersect y-axis at, let's write the 0 comma minus 3, then your y-intercept would be minus 3. So from the intercept, you can write the points. Here, from the points, you could write the intercepts. Clear? Okay. Now answer me. If I have a line like this, then what are the intercepts? I have a line like this. Can you predict? It passes through the origin. What are the intercepts? It passes through origin 0 comma 0. So for x-intercept, you need to take the x coordinate. So what is x-intercept? X-intercept here 0, obviously. And what is y-intercept? It is 0. Where the line intersect the x-axis? Here 0 comma 0. So x-intercept at 0. Where the line intersect the y-axis? Again 0. So both the intercepts are 0. If line passes through the origin, what important point you need to note here is line passes through origin. Line passes through 0, 0, which is known as origin, you know. If line passes through the origin, then both the intercepts are 0, x and y. Understood? Okay. Now come to this one more thing. Here, I'll draw one line like this. Line like this. Which line I've drawn? Now you know horizontal line. This is called horizontal line. You already studied. Can you get the x-intercept of this? No, because it will never intersect the x-axis. So here x-intercept is not defined. X-intercept is not defined, or you cannot find. आप find ही नहीं कर सकते. क्यों? Why we cannot find the x-intercept? Because it will never intersect the x-axis. Right? And what is y-intercept? It depends upon this point. अगर a point 0, 4 है तो y-intercept will be 4. But what I am trying to tell you is for horizontal line, x-intercept is not defined. Y-intercept is, remember. Okay, and now I'll take the vertical line. This is y-axis, this is x-axis. Suppose my line is like this. Okay, line L. This is which line? Vertical line. Will it intersect the y-axis? No, it will not intersect the y-axis. So y-intercept is not defined here. Y-intercept is not defined. Clear? Understood? Y-intercept is not, because it will not cross the y-axis. So y-intercept is not defined. Okay. What about x-intercept? It does. If suppose this point is 3, 0, then x-intercept will be 3. That's possible. Okay? So this is about intercepts. Now three forms were discussed. The fourth form is about slope intercept form. Slope intercept form. Slope intercept form. Okay, so what is given to you? Now from the word itself it is clear to you. You are given a slope. You are given a slope that is small m, and here specially y-intercept you are given. That is the point where the line intersect the y-axis. That's given to you. Equals to small c. What's a y-intercept? That's a small c. So indirectly you know here this is one point. Line passes through which point? Can you tell me? If y-intercept is given, line passes through indirectly 0, c. 0, c. Line passes through which point? 0, c. Why? Because y-intercept is c. So line may be like this. For example, this. This is given to you. 0, c. Got it? And slope is also given to you. You are not given this point here. What is y-intercept? Small c. And what's the slope? That is small m. So indirectly first form, you are given a point and slope. So you can use that. So equation is here, y equals to mx plus c. Directly I wrote the equation, right? Y equals to mx plus c. How we can derive this? Using that first form. Which form? Point slope form. Y minus y1, c equals to slope m into x minus x0, which is 0. y0, x0. So you can see you are getting y equals to mx plus c. This is just for your information. How I'm getting this? आपको याद रखना है. That's important. What's the equation of the line where slope is m and y-intercept is this? Y is equal to mx plus c. Y equals to mx plus c, where m represent the slope and c represent the y-intercept. Okay, c is not any constant here. It is y-intercept. Y equals to mx plus c, like this. For example, I'll write y equals to 2x plus 1, such form. So what is m here? 2. And what is this c? That is 1. Here c is 1. Right? That means y-intercept is 1. That means line passes through 0, 1. One point on the line is 0, 1 and slope you are given. That's a fourth form. Slope intercept form. Y equals to mx plus c. So the next point is about intercepts. So you are given two intercepts. So line has x-intercept equals to small a and y-intercept equals to small b. What's the meaning of this? Indirectly line passes through which point here? A, 0 on the x-axis and 0, b, for example. So your line would look like this. This is in general the line, right? It can be like this also if this is negative, like minus 2, 0 and 0, 3. This is just general form. Okay, so you are given two intercepts. Indirectly, which 2 points you are given? A, 0 and 0, b. These 2 points you are given. So you can get the slope very easily. Or you can use the 2-point form. So if you use that form, you will get the equation here. X upon a plus y upon b equals to 1. Right? Should not be 0. A and b should not be 0 here. So this is the line. whose intercepts are this x upon intercepts are a and b, and the equation is this x upon a plus y upon b equals to 1. In any question, this is again an important form, any question that talks about two intercepts, always we use this form of the line. What's the form? X upon a plus y upon b equals to 1. I repeat, what's the two intercepts form of the line? That is x upon a plus y upon b equals to 1. When we'll use this, you will see you have a number of questions where the question talks about two intercepts. For example, here I'll write one example. Find the equation of the line. This is a question. Find the equation of the line which makes minus 3 and 2 intercepts with the axis. Intercepts with axis. So there are two coordinate axes. So it is understood this is x intercept and this is y intercept. So indirectly in the solution, what is given to you here? A is minus 3, and b is 2. This is x intercept, this is y intercept. So if I use this form here, equation is x upon a plus y upon b equals to 1. Fine. So we have x upon minus 3 plus y upon 2 equals to 1. We can take just LCM here. So you have 2x minus 3y minus 6 is LCM here. So on the right hand side it is minus 6. So we have 2x minus 3y plus 6 equals to 0. This is required equation, whose intercepts are nothing but what? What are the intercepts here? Intercepts are nothing but minus 3 and 2. The next form, that's called sometimes normal form of the line. Okay, so here it's like this. We have two coordinate axes, x-axis and y-axis here. These are the two coordinate axes. Okay, now our line is like this here. This is our required line. Let me show like this. This is our line, for example. We want the equation of the line. This is called the normal line. Now about this line, two things we are given. This is required line. Number one, you are given one perpendicular from origin. On this line, one perpendicular from origin is drawn. This is one perpendicular from origin on our line, and its length is small p. So in any question, if you are given the length of the perpendicular from the origin, so what is given to you here? Length of the perpendicular from origin. Perpendicular from where you are drawn? Perpendicular from origin. If you read any question about the length of the perpendicular from the origin, which is small p, that's given to you. And one more thing, this line makes, this is sometimes called normal. That's why this is called the normal form. This, if I call this as, for example, A, let me call, then this OA is called normal of this line. Perpendicular means normal. That's why this is known as a normal form. Okay. One more thing you are given, the line makes angle here alpha with the positive direction of the x-axis. Line makes angle alpha with, now you are aware with positive direction of x-axis. You know, we already used this word for the slope. Positive direction of x-axis. Two terminology we have used here. First terminology is about what? What's the first terminology here? That is nothing but perpendicular from origin and angle alpha with the positive direction of the x-axis, as I have shown this angle, this alpha. So you have used p and alpha. So sometimes this is also called the p dash alpha form. P alpha form. This is also called P, then dash, and then alpha. P alpha form of the line. The equation I'll write without proof. Equation of such line. Equation of the line. Which line? Line L, small l. On which When perpendicular from origin is drawn, it makes angle alpha with the positive direction of the x-axis. So it's given by this: x cos alpha plus y sin alpha equals to small p. P is always positive because it's a distance from the origin. This is very important form, p alpha form. X cos alpha plus y sin alpha equals to small p. P is always positive because it's a distance from the origin. How we have derived, if you just refer the text to proof में और कुछ नहीं किया. First you get the slope and then you can find the coordinates of A very easily. So point slope form is used. But proof is not important, that's why I'm not discussing. X cos alpha plus y sin alpha equals to small p, right? So this is p alpha form of the line. So in any question, as I told you, if you have information about the angle and a perpendicular distance from the origin, you can answer this. For example, I'm taking here question number 8 from the next exercise. 8th question from the next exercise. Just read that question, you will realize perpendicular distance from the origin is 5. So as per our language, p equals to 5. An angle made by the perpendicular with the positive x-axis is 30 degrees. So as per our notation, this is 30 degree. Question number 8 from the next exercise. That is, I'll just write here exercise 10.2. 10.2, question number 8. It's just related to this, so that's what I'm discussing. Okay, so we use which form? We use x cos alpha plus y sin alpha equals to small p. Okay. Fine. So here x cos alpha, alpha is 30 degree. What's cos 30 degree? Root 3 by 2. Y sin alpha, what's sin 30 degree? You know, 1 by 2. What is small p? It is 5. So you will get here root 3x plus y equals to 10. So minus 10 equals to 0. This is required line. I've used which form? P alpha form. Okay, so after discussing various forms, now we go to exercise 10.2, the first question. In fact, question 1 to 8. Find the equation of the line which satisfy the given conditions. Okay. So in the first one, you are asked for equation of x-axis. The first part is this equation of x-axis. Now what is x-axis? You know, it's a horizontal line parallel to ground. This is y-axis. From where it passes through origin. I already mentioned on the x-axis, everywhere y coordinate on horizontal line, everywhere y coordinate remains constant. Here everywhere y coordinate will be 0. So equation of the x-axis is y equals to 0. Why? Because it is a horizontal line through origin. Everywhere y coordinate remains same. So equation of the x-axis is y equals to 0. And what is equation of y-axis? Reverse. What is y-axis? It's a vertical line perpendicular to the ground. So it's a vertical line. Passes through 0. On the vertical line, everywhere x coordinate remains same. But here it is 0. So here x equals to 0. So equation of y-axis is x equals to 0, right? Reverse you need to keep in your mind. For x-axis, equation is y equals to 0 because on the x-axis everywhere y coordinate is 0. Equation of the y-axis is x equals to 0 because on the y-axis everywhere x coordinate is 0. So whenever we choose point on x-axis, you know, whenever we choose point on the x-axis, then normally we write x comma 0 because on the x-axis y coordinate is always 0. And whenever we choose point on the y-axis, then normally we write the 0 comma y. This is anything, but x coordinate is always fixed, so equation is x equals to 0. Right? Point on y-axis, which will be 0 comma y, here x comma 0. Fine, that's the first one. What's the second one? Question number 2. Passing through minus 4 comma 3. So this is a fixed point. You are given fixed point and the slope. What is the slope? 1 by 2. So what's the equation? Point slope form. Equation is y minus y0 equals to slope into x minus x0, our second standard form if you just recall the theory. Y minus y0, what is y0? 3. Slope half into x minus x0. x0 is how much? Minus 4, so this will be plus 4. So we'll get the 2y minus 6 equals to x plus 4. So finally we have x minus 2y, take 6 on the other side, so plus 10 equals to 0. X minus 2y plus 10 equals to 0. That's answer to the second question. Point slope form. Slope and point you were given. Next, question number 3. What is the third question? Read it, what it says. Passing through 0, 0. Okay, so x0, y0 is origin. Line passes through origin 0, 0. And it has a slope equals to how much? Slope equals to m. Okay, so you can write the equation. What will be the equation here? Equation is same, point slope. Equation is y minus y0 equals to slope into x minus x0. This is 0, so y is equal to mx, and this is also 0. So you can write, if you want, y minus mx equals to 0, or this one. That's required form. Okay. Fourth one. Passing through the point 2 comma 2 root 3. So one fixed point on the line you are given, we call that as x0 comma y0. One fixed point on the line you are given. What else you are given? Line makes an angle 75 degree with the x-axis. Actually there should be with positive direction of x-axis. Okay, when you have the word line makes an angle with the positive direction of the x-axis, then immediately you can get the slope. Slope m equals to how much? Do you remember? Line makes which angle? 75 degree with the x-axis. This is the x-axis. So what is the tangent value of this? That is nothing but what? Slope. So what is the slope here? 1075. Now, do you know how to get the 1075? Do you remember 1075? You can find using this, if you remember trigo, 30 degree plus 45 degree. Do you remember? What is this? 10x plus 10y, 1030 degree. What is 1030 degree? 1 by root 3. 1045, 1 upon 1 minus 1030 degree, 1 by root 3 into 1. Do you remember which formula we used? 10x plus 10y upon 1 minus 10x into 10y. Fine, I've used this. So this is 1 plus root 3 upon 1 minus root 3. You have slope now. You have a point. So again you can use the point slope form. The equation is your y minus y0 equals to slope into x minus x0. This is the equation. Now just place the values. Therefore, y minus y0. What is y0? 2 root 3. What is the slope here? 1 plus root 3 upon 1 minus root 3, which you have computed here. This is simply trigo. I hope this must be clear to you. Tan theta. I've used this. M equals to tan theta, if you remember. Okay. X minus x0. What is x0? That is 2. Now you just need to simplify. Okay. So take 1 minus root 3 over here and simplify and get the final expression. So some constant into x plus some here, some constant into y plus some another constant equals to 0. That should be your final form. I hope this much you can do. Some here you will get expression, some constant into x plus some another constant into y plus some constant equals to 0. Do it. So that much you can do it, right? And then check backside answer. That is answer given at the back of the textbook. Okay, question number 5. See what the 5th question says. There is more to understand than to write. Intersecting x-axis at a distance 3 units to the left of the origin. Okay. So this is the x-axis, this is y-axis, this is origin. 3 units at the left of the origin. So here over here, 3 units. So minus 3 comma 0, right? Left side. So here x coordinate will be negative. Okay. With the slope equals to, so have you realized fixed point you are given indirectly? Which fixed point you are given? Minus 3 comma 0. And slope you are given, what's the slope here? Slope equals to how much? Minus 2. Slope is ready with you here. Point directly you are not given. You are given that in that language. 3 units to the left from the origin. So minus 3 comma 0, because this is the left side. So your negative number on the x-axis y coordinate is 0. Clear? Now what you need to do? Just use, you have slope, you have point. So you're going to use which form? Point slope form. So equation is y minus y0 equals to slope into x minus x0. Fine? What is y0? You know it is 0. What is slope? Minus 2. X minus x0. What is x0? Minus 3. So this is plus 3. So if I take over here 2x plus y, this is minus 6, but if I take over here, this is plus 6 equals to 0. This is the required equation. Every time you see it is in this form. Some constant into x plus by plus c equals to 0. This is, we'll see later on, this is the general form of the line. Line always will have this form. Ax plus by plus c equals to 0. Right? Linear form. Okay. Fine. Next question. What's the next question? Question number 6, what it says? Sixth question. Intersecting y-axis at a distance. Okay, so it intersects on the y-axis 2 units above the origin. Okay, so this is origin, 2 units somewhere here above the origin. Y-axis, x coordinate is 0. This is 2 units, so here 0 comma 2. If it is below y-axis, then we would have written 0 comma minus 2. You know here y is positive. Okay, so indirectly you got the one point. Which point we call as x0 comma y0. And making an angle of 30 degree with the positive direction of x-axis. So which important word? Positive direction of x-axis. What is represent? Go back to 4th question. You will realize. So it represents the slope. That is tan theta. What is theta here? You know it is tan 30 degree. Fine? Is it? Am I correct? So tan 30 degree 1 by root 3. We know it. This should be clear to you. Why m is this? You are given clearly that the line makes an angle of 30 degree with the positive direction of x-axis. Whenever you have the word with the positive direction of the x-axis, then always you should use this. You have slope, you have point. So which equation you are going to use? Equation is here y minus y0 equals to slope into x minus x0. Place the value. Y0 is 2. So y minus 2, slope is 1 by root 3, x minus here 0. And simplify. So you have that type of the form. That's your answer. In the next question, you are given 2 points. We want to get the equation of the line. So as per our notation, this is x1, y1. This is like x2, y2. We are given 2 points. So which form you are going to use? 2-point form. So equation is here y minus y1, you know, or you can write y0. Here slope into x minus x1, you know. Y minus y0, that is this 1 point, slope into x minus x0. The 2-point form is just like based on the point slope form. This is slope here, you can just write. Y minus y1, what is y1? Here 1. Slope, how do we find? Here ready slope you are not given. So you can find the slope using which formula? y2 minus y1. So minus 4 minus 1. Slope you can find here. Minus 4 minus 1, that is minus 5 upon 2 plus 1, which is 3. So slope is minus 5 by 3. So you can write just here minus 5 by 3. X minus x1. So this will be plus 1. As I told you earlier, always not necessary that you should take these as the first point. You can take these as x1, y1 also. Your final answer will be same. So here 3y minus 3 minus 5x minus 5. So we'll get the 5x plus 3y. Here we'll have plus 2 equals to 0, right? So as I told you, your final answer should be always in this form: ax plus by plus c equals to 0. This is general form of the line. General form of the line, right? Every time you must have noticed our final line must look like this: ax plus by plus c equals to 0 form. What about next? Eighth question, we already discussed during the theory. It is about the normal form, right? Just to remind you, normal form. We did it, we are discussed during the theory. Okay, so we have discussed. Okay, now question number 9. Let's go to 9th question. Triangle with these 3 vertices PQ are given. Okay, so this is P, this is Q, and this is R. What is P here? 2, 1. What is Q here? Minus 2, 3. And what is R here? 4, 5. What is the question? We have triangle PQR here with this vertices. What's the question here? The question is, find the equation of the median through the vertex R. Okay, so you want the equation of the median through vertex R. So you want this equation. This is just rough diagram for your information. We want this. Now when we use the word median, it is understood that this is a midpoint. Right, it is a midpoint. I'll call this as point S. Right, so what is S here? S is nothing but the midpoint of line segment PQ. Got it? How do we get the coordinates of S? Average x1 plus x2 by 2 minus 2 plus 2 by 2 comma theory of earlier section 3 plus 1 by 4 average. So what we'll get from this? This is 0 comma 4 by 2 2. So S is this. Got it? S is 0 comma 2, coordinates of here point S. So what we want, this is called median. You know what is a median? That is a line segment joining the midpoint and the vertex opposite to that side. That's called the median. So here SR is called median. You know, you want the equation of the median. So we want the equation of, now we find, what we'll find? Equation of line SR. Am I fine? Are you agreed with this? Equation of the line SR. Now to get the equation, immediately we need to ask 2 things to ourselves. Number 1, are we having one point and slope? If no, asked, are you having 2 different points on the line? The answer is yes, we have 2 different points. One is R and the other one is S. Got it? Is it? So now we write the equation. So here, the equation of line SR will be, first you can get the slope if you want, right? What is the slope of the SR? You can do that. Slope M equals to of the line SR, y2 minus y1. So what we'll get here? 5 minus 0 upon, 5 minus 2, I'm sorry, y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1, that is 4 minus 0. So this will be 3 by 4. You got the slope? Okay, so you can write the equation. So equation of line SR is y minus y1. Any one of these two you can take as x1, y1. Suppose I'm taking as S. So this is y1. So this is 2 equals to slope into x minus x1. What is x1? That is nothing but the 0. I've taken this as x1, y1. Which point? This as x1, y1. And this is your x2, y2. You can take these as x1, y1 also, as I told you. You are using these 2 points, S and R. Okay, so let's simplify here. What we'll get? 4y minus 8 equals to 3x. So we have 3x minus 4y. I'll take on the other side, plus 8 equals to 0. Final form, again I'm reminding you, ax plus by plus c equals to 0 form. Your final answer should be normal in this form. Clear? So here in coordinate geometry, in vectors, in physics, you might have realized rough diagram is important. If you are not drawing the rough diagram, that means you are just copying from somewhere else, right? So try to draw the rough diagrams. Sometimes without diagrams it's difficult to understand. Remember. Okay, let's go to 10th question. Question number 10 here. What it says, find the equation of the line. Say equation of the line. So immediately we have to ask two things to ourselves. Are we having two different points on the line? If no, we must have one point and slope. See, 10th question. Find the equation of the line passing through minus 3, 5. So one point on the line you are given. So as per our theory, this is x0, y0. Okay? You have fixed point on the line. And the required line is perpendicular to line through these 2 points. So you have a perpendicular word. So you need to recall m1 into m2 equals to minus 1. So first we get the slope of that line. So slope of line through these 2 points. Through which 2 points? Given 2 points. 1, 0 and 2, 5. 2, 5 and minus 3, 6. So what is this slope? Equals to y2 minus y1, that is 6 minus 5 upon x2 minus x1, minus 3 minus 2. So this is just minus 5, there it is 1, minus 1 by 5. Clear? Slope of the given line. Line through these 2 points. I got the slope. There is a line through these 2 points. I'll show you by diagram also. So slope small m of required line. Now what about the required line? That is perpendicular to the given line. So which concept you are going to use here? m1 into m2 equals to minus 1. Can you recall this condition? So reciprocal with opposite sign. So slope of the required line must be 5. Got it? So in a diagram it's like this. This is given line. It has a slope minus 1 by 5. From where it passes? These 2 points. And this is our required line, like this. This is just rough diagram. This is our required line. Both are perpendicular. This slope is minus 1 by 5. So this slope has to be 5. Product should be minus 1 for perpendicular lines. If I change the word, instead of perpendicular, if I write the word parallel, then the slope will be equal. Then the same slope should be used. Have you realized what I did here? Perpendicular word is there, so you should use this concept. If you have the parallel word, use this concept, m1 equals to m2. Parallel and perpendicular. You should have command over theory, otherwise it becomes difficult, remember. Okay, you got the slope, you have a point, so you can get the equation now. So equation of the line here, equation of the line is y minus y0 equals to slope into x minus x0. So y minus y0, what is y0? Look at there, 5. 5 into x minus x0, minus 3. So this will be plus 3. So here 5x, I'll take on the other side, minus y. This is plus 15. If I take on the other side, so it will be plus 20 equals to 0. This is our required line. What's our required line here? 5x minus y plus 20 equals to 0. I hope this diagram is clear to you. This is a given line that passes through 2 points. So I got the slope. But these 2 lines are perpendicular. That's given in the question itself. So slope of our required line, this is our required line, has to be 5 because the product of the slope should be minus 1. Reciprocal with minus sign. And then I've used just point slope form here.